Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Emanuela. For returning subscribers or returning viewers, welcome back and thank you for all your support. Today in this video, I'll be sharing New Zealand shortage occupation list. This is because some people might be applying, but I dare say that you need to know more about what jobs are in demand in New Zealand before making your application. So in New Zealand, there are three types or three categories of shortage occupation list. The first one is the nationwide one, which is called the long-term skill shortage list. This means that the jobs in this category are in demand for a long time and it will continue to be in demand for as long as it is on that list. The second type is called the regional skill shortage list. New Zealand is divided into parts like north, south, for example. Each region has got its own shortage occupation list. All right, take for example, north has its own, south has its own, and other regions. All right, so say north may have a demand for engineers, okay, and south may have a demand or more demand for medical practitioners. And so before the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing the list of accredited employers in New Zealand who can sponsor your job visa to New Zealand. Accredited or to be accredited means that you as a company or these companies that you want to work with and has got license to sponsor your job visa. So almost in all countries, any company in any country that is going to sponsor someone or that is going to sponsor a job visa has already gotten license from the government to actually do that. In the demo, we're going to see a list of jobs in New Zealand, the accredited companies that I told you about who can sponsor a job visa down to New Zealand. There are also going to be all the links that I'm going to talk about or I'm going to share in this video. They will be in the description box of this video. So kindly check those links and make your further research. Now let's get to the demo. So the first thing to note is the New Zealand shortage occupation list website, which is the government website, and this site is skillshortages.immigration.government or .gov.nz. All right, this link will be put also in the description box of this video. All right, so before we go on, what are the requirements of the accredited employer work visa that you need to know? So the first thing you need to know is that you must meet these basic requirements before you apply. The first one is that you must have an offer letter of full-time work at least 30 hours a week from an accredited employer before you can make your application. The second thing to note is that your employer must pay you at least the New Zealand median wage unless your occupation is exempt. The third is that there must be no New Zealanders available to do the work you've been offered unless a waiver applies. The fourth thing to note is that you must have the necessary skills and qualifications for the job you've been offered. Next to note is that you must meet New Zealand's health and character requirements that there is, okay? And the next that you need to know is that your age before you make your application should be 55 or under 55. So you must not be more than 55 years of age to be able to apply for this visa that we're talking about. So let's look at what you can find on this shortage occupation list. Here you have long-term skills shortage list that I told you about. All right, so you just go there and read all the information that there is that you need to know. Okay, if you need the full list there, you just download and then you find out what they are talking about. Okay, the next one is that you need to know that they also have regional skill shortage list, which I have already mentioned at the beginning of this video. The next is the construction infrastructure skill shortage list. The next is the skill level classification. That's the long-term skill shortage list. I click on it and here's what we're going to find out. Yes, guys, so this is what we'll find out. Long-term skill shortage list. So you have occupational group here, you have construction workers, construction projects, and a long-term skill shortage list requirements. Okay, so you have the requirements here: Bachelor of Engineering with honors, Bachelor of Engineering Technology. So if you're into construction, that is supposed to be the area for you to look out for. So also you have engineers. Just keep scrolling down and then you find your own occupation. That's if it's on this long-term list. All right. Remember that this list will also be extended, still be in function or still be relevant up to about 5 years from now. All right. So another striking thing here is, for example, if you're going for construction and it falls under construction project manager, look at the requirements. One of the following: you need to have Bachelor's of Engineering with Honors, NZQF Level 8, Bachelor's of Engineering Technology, NZQF Level 7. So if you're wondering what these levels are or what you need to get, they said a graduate diploma at NZQF level. That doesn't still explain it. I'll just take you down to the government's website and then you'll find out what the levels, what levels they are talking about. Okay, so look at your qualification types on the NZQF. You have the level 10 doctoral degree. So if they're saying you need to have level 10, they're asking for a PhD degree. If they're saying you need to have level 9, they're asking for a master's degree. If they're saying you need to have level 8, you need to have that's a bachelor's honors degree, postgraduate diploma, or postgraduate certificate. All right. If they need level 7, if they're talking about your bachelor's degree, your graduate diploma, or graduate certificate, and all the levels are there specified on this website. After looking at this, if you still want to learn more about the skills level 7, level 8, just scroll down and see. For level 1, you're just a basic general or foundation knowledge person. Level 2, you have basic factual operational knowledge of a field of work or study. Level 3, some operational theoretical knowledge in a field of work. And then the highest level, which is level 10, it means that you have knowledge at the most advanced frontier of a field of study or professional practice. I also mentioned about the regional skill shortage occupation list, which has to do with different regions in New Zealand. So let's download the list and find out what you can have there on the regional skill shortage occupation list. All right, so this is what it looks like, regional skill shortage list. You have it here for, like I said, New Zealand has different regions. You have the Northland, Auckland, Waikato, Bay of Plenty, Gisborne, Arks Bay, Taranaki, Wellington, Nelson, Tasman, and West Coast, Canterbury, Otago, Southland, all right? So it depends on the region where your job is located. Auckland, under Auckland, there are some jobs here. So there's some jobs in Auckland you might not find in West Coast. There's some you find in West Coast you might not find in Auckland. So just do well to check this regional shortage occupation list and find out where your own job is before you can make your application. The next page I'd like to share with you is list of accredited employers for New Zealand. All right. Remember I said that these accredited employers are employers that have license from the government to sponsor job visas from anyone that is qualified anywhere from any part of the world, any country from anywhere. All right, any country from maybe from the east, from the west, from Africa. All right, just to sponsor their job visa. Okay, so how do you find it? I'll put the list, the link of this site in the description box of this video, so you go and make your own research. All right, so it says the site is acc.co.nz. that is accredited employers list for New Zealand. So what do you find here? Find an accredited employer. Here is a list of businesses who are part of the accredited employers program, AEP. All right, so you have a number of people here who can sponsor, a number of companies there who can sponsor your visa. Let's click on the first one. You can find here, you have Claims Administrator Wells. They have their phone number, they have their email. You can just contact them. All right, you have the other one here, Claims Administrator. All right, and they also have subsidiaries, different accredited employers on this list. To notice that with this visa, just have it in mind that you can live and work in New Zealand for up to 3 years if you're paid at or above the New Zealand median wage. And also you can live up to 2 years if you're paid below the median wage. So it's open to at least almost everyone. All right, you can also study for up to 3 months in any 12-month period, or do any study requirements or study as part of your employment. All right, you can also support your dependent visa or student visa if you earn at least 43,322 New Zealand dollar each year. You can only work for the employer who offered you the visa sponsorship while you made your visa application for the length of your visa. However, if your situation changes, you must
vary the condition of your visa, or apply for a new visa. The next thing to note is that your partner will get and also can apply for an AEWV, all right, on their own, as this has been open since December 2022, and that's why we're doing an announcement in 2023. This visa costs around $750. You could also qualify for a fast track or residence, that is work visa to resident pathway, after 2 years of you working in New Zealand. All right. The other thing to note is that occupations under the fast track to residence pathway are construction, engineering, health and social services, primary industries and sciences, ICT, electronics, telecommunication. Right. You also have work to resident pathway occupations on the green list that offer a work to resident pathways, which are health and social sciences, trades, agriculture. Please note that after getting a job from any of the accredited employers, you can apply for your visa on the New Zealand government official website. Link will be in the description box of this video. So before I wrap up this video, I'd like to encourage everyone to take advantage of this visa. Rather, just keep applying for jobs on the job sites till when you're fortunate, and then you can make your application for your visa, or you get a visa sponsorship if you're fortunate enough. All the best to everyone who will apply for this opportunity. Thanks for watching, and kindly like this video, share to as many people as possible. Subscribe if you're new here. That's the only way you can support me for this job. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video. Till then, keep learning.